not entirely sure how to start this because I haven't really gotten to a groove of things yet, but I thought maybe for like my first video I'm doing, I kind of just do like kind of what I'm doing in my day-to-day, because I'm planning on making another video where which I'll probably have it posted at like the same time as this, but I kind of wanted to make miso soup. I've never tried miso soup or made it before, and I thought it would be fun to like, I don't know, record me getting ready, and then I was thinking about going thrifting for a little bit and then going to get the stuff for the soup, and then I'd make like another video of like actually making it. But yeah, so I'm sure some of my beginning videos probably won't look exactly the way I want them to, but that's okay because it's a learning process. So I'm just getting started, so bear with me. Oh, I'm forgetting something. I have to include this for my friend Emily. 1 second. Okay, I think that's better. So I work at a Walgreens as a pharmacy technician, and I definitely snatched one of these up when they went out because I saw that they were in the back and they were going to be going out soon. My manager grabbed me one so I could buy one. If he's not allowed to do that, then that didn't happen. I just bought it when it was out. I bought it. I think that the makeup collection, it's through like Makeup Revolution for a Shrek collection, if you didn't know that. I think it looks super neat, but I already have like a big Morphe eyeshadow palette, so I don't really need any more eyeshadow, and a lot of it is that. And maybe if they had a lip gloss or something, I would have gotten that, but they just have lipsticks and stuff, which I don't really use lipstick that much anymore, so I was like, okay, it'd be neat to get one thing from the collection, and it had to be the Shrek ears. Also, I can't really see without my glasses on right now, but that's okay. So, I almost forgot my moisturizer. Cannot forget that, otherwise A, it's good for your skin. B, I'd be looking really crusty if I didn't put this on before I put my makeup on. I made sure to wash my face before, so, yeah. I use the Neutrogena Anti-Wrinkle Moisturizer. It has SPF in it. I used to use something else, and I don't even remember what it was anymore, but I hated it because it made my skin so oily. Like, it was moisturizing it, but it would still somehow be like, I would have dry spots, but my skin would get so oily from wearing it, and it just, I don't know, maybe that's good for you. I'm not an expert on skincare whatsoever, but this is nice because it definitely moisturizes my skin, but I don't feel like I have it on, if that makes sense. Like, maybe some people like the feeling of that. I personally don't. So I like how this feels on my skin when I'm wearing it. So yeah, it took a bit for me to find a moisturizer that I actually like, so I'm glad I have one that I do like. But yeah. And then, I don't really know if I should say what I'm using because I don't know if anyone actually cares, because I'm not really doing like a tutorial because I think everyone kind of knows how to do their makeup at this point, or like there's beauty influencers who have their own tutorials, but I use just an e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. I used to use I forget, I think it was like the Benefit brow pencil or something like that, but this literally does the same exact thing, and it's also like way less expensive, so I think some things are worth spending a little bit more money on, but oh my god, if you can see like the dry hair coming off of my eyebrow right now, I'm so sorry. Pretend you didn't see that. I actually just had to get a new one of these because my other one ran out, which I got that, like, I've had the other one for at least a year, like a year and a half, so they do last you quite a while, so that's also nice too. But the price point is obviously nice. I'm trying not to like look down too much at my mirror when I'm doing this, because then, you know, if I'm not really looking up, then I don't really know if you can see anything, because I can't really see the camera too much right now. Okay, so for like years I was talking about making a YouTube channel. Like I literally asked for like an expensive ring light I found online for Christmas. I saved up to get a camera. Like some editing software went on sale at one point. I got it for my laptop so I could edit videos. And then I recorded a video like once, and then I edited it, and I like didn't like listening to myself talk, like just hearing my own voice. Like I'm sure some people can relate to that. I was like, ew. And then I was like, I don't know if anyone's even gonna watch this or if I'm gonna look stupid or whatever. But I don't know. So I graduated from undergraduate, and I'm not gonna get into it right now, but like my last year of undergraduate was probably like one of the worst years of my life, with just some personal stuff going on, like family stuff and then other stuff that was not family related whatsoever. And you know, for me anyway, I went to a school that was like a little over 5 hours away from my hometown. So like you make all these friends in high school, and then you go to college and all of your friends are not there. And then you have this transition phase, and then you make all these new friends in college. And then you graduate. Because of the stuff I had going on at school, I was really ready to go home. But then when I did get here, I was like, okay, well, all of my friends are basically, you know, 5+ hours away from here now. And your hometown feels really weird and off, because it's like you don't have really friends here. Like you do, but you don't, or you're just more disconnected from people. So then you like have this transition again, and I wasn't really thinking or expecting that, because I was just ready to leave like my issues in Eau Claire behind and come home and be with like my dad and my family. But I'm trying to do things that like I enjoy, because I've had a hard time doing that. Like basically I just work and do school stuff, and like the semester I had off because I graduated a semester early, I literally just worked full time and worked most days of the week, and every day I'd just go to work, come home exhausted, go to bed, repeat. Like that's literally all I did was work, and it became like very depressing, because that's like all I was doing. This is like slowly sliding off my head. Also, I didn't realize I was gonna get like this deep into like talking about stuff while doing my makeup, but why not? So sorry if it's a little too much for some people. Maybe it's relatable for some people, I don't know. I know people who like commuted for undergraduate have like a very different experience than like what I'm referring to, but I don't know, I guess like I'm trying to be more proactive, and I'm trying to do things that like I enjoy, or just like anything really, because I don't think it's like super healthy to just like work and do schoolwork and do nothing else in your free time, because then you just feel like, I don't know, like you feel like a cog in a machine, and like that's all you're doing. And it's like, I'm also a person, like what do I enjoy, like what do I want to do? So I think, I don't know, it's kind of what pushed me to like actually start the YouTube channel, because I've been talking about doing it for years and then I just never did. So I think it'll help me to do things that I like actually want to do. Like a lot of the videos I want to make are going to be like cooking and like baking. I think mainly baking, because that's something that I personally love doing and I think it's really fun. So like by making videos about it, maybe I can like connect with some other people, maybe have people do videos with me. I think that would be fun. And then, I don't know, oh, I just put a big fat glump of that in my eyebrow. Whoops. I don't know, I think just like coming up with video ideas and doing stuff will like, I don't know, like allow me to look more into my own interests and like do things I enjoy and like things that I think are fun, because I don't think it's very fun like just solely like working and going to school full time. It's like, I don't know, I think there's more to life than that, and I don't know. I think I'm just doing this for fun, and I'll just see where it takes me. Also, right now I'm using the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel. I do have another one in here that I got, and it's just like the same thing for e.l.f., but I'm just using the ColourPop one until it's gone. I also really like ColourPop. That's what I use a lot of for certain things. I really like the brand. They're like more affordable, and I think that their makeup is like good. Like I use their Pretty Fresh concealer. Also, I have like a skin tint like moisturizer of theirs. I liked it at first, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad product. I just don't like putting a ton of stuff on my skin because it just never looks the way that I want it to. Like, I don't know. I used to watch like a lot of makeup videos. I don't really anymore. Like sometimes I do. But I used to watch like a lot of YouTube videos like years ago. I don't as much anymore because I'm usually on like TikTok, which I feel like a lot of people just transferred to that app. Sometimes I make videos, but I don't know. They're good for like things that you want to get across in like a short point because they're shorter. Where like YouTube videos you can kind of, you know, do a little bit more with, but yeah, I don't know, like you'll watch people and they'll put like a base of foundation on, which I could never use foundation. I tried doing that when I was younger and it just looked terrible. I don't know if I just am using it wrong or I'm just getting something that doesn't like sit well on my skin. I don't know, but it looks so bad when I do it. So I use like concealer to just like spot treat stuff. Like I'll just cover up anything I want to cover up, and I'll put like a little bit under my eye and here, and then a little bit on my nose like I just did, and I'll cover my rosacea up a little bit because I used to not use blush at all, and that's something that's really changed with how I do my makeup. But if I do blush and I don't cover my rosacea up, I just have a lot of red. I don't know if you can tell, but I have like red right here. And my grandma always asks me if I have like windburn. And I'm always like, Grandma, remember I have rosacea. Which, if you don't know, it's just like this skin condition. It doesn't like hurt you or anything. It just makes your skin red. That's pretty much it. Like sometimes if I get stressed or I don't know if this is from it, but sometimes like it'll get worse. Like it's right here. It does kind of look like I have sunburn, but I don't. But if I don't cover that up and I put blush on, it's just like a lot. So I just put like a little bit here to just kind of cover it up a little bit. I've been kind of breaking out recently, so normally I don't have to put this much stuff on. But yeah, so that's kind of what I do for concealer. I don't know if I'm explaining this very well. But yeah, I just put like a little bit on like the bridge of my nose to kind of shape it. But I do this and it looks fine up here, but then when I blend out the stuff that's like on the tip of my nose, which I kind of have to go like this when I do it because I have a septum piercing, and it's mainly fine now, but when I first got this done, I literally had to like hold my nose while I was blending it because I had to be careful because, you know, I have a piercing right there and it's, you know, healing. But my nose tends to get dry, so whenever I put concealer on it, I'm like, I regret doing that because it looks so dry, like you can see the concealer clinging to it. I put moisturizer on it, so I'm like, I don't know what else to do about that. Maybe someone else who's watching this, if they have like a tip about that, that would be neat. But I don't want to put nothing on it because then it looks weird because my nose is so red compared to like the rest of my face. But you know, it is what it is. I think it still looks nice. I'm just gonna put a little bit more on, like right there. I think I need it, and then a little bit more here to cover up my rosacea. But yeah, like I said, I have their skin tint. I liked it at first, but I don't know. I think sometimes less is more. Like, less is better. I also know sometimes people who are like, oh, this keeps sliding back. That's okay. I think people who are beauty influencers, like I'm using a ring light right now, but like some, like people who are really well known and have like a higher following and like make a lot of money doing it, they have like actual studio lights, which I don't have that. And then I think my camera is really nice, but they have like, you know, really expensive or really fancy cameras, and then they have editing software, and the lighting really does make a difference. I don't remember who it was, but someone literally showed a comparison of what their makeup looks like with their studio lighting and without. And without, like, you can actually see the texture on their face. So I think when you constantly watch people making content that like look perfect because of their setup, then when you do your makeup, you're like, why do I have texture on my face? But it's normal. So I just try to use less because I think it looks better that way. I used to not do this, but I will put some concealer under my eyebrows just to clean them up a little bit. I know some people do it around their whole brow. I don't do that. And then I do drag it down a little bit so that when I blend it out, it's not all just like clumped together in one space. And then I use a different brush to just blend it out because I think it'd be too complicated to use my beauty blender under my eyebrow. But yeah, that's what I use for that, and it just kind of like cleans underneath my brow really nice. I feel like it's made a difference in how my eyebrows look. My eyebrows are definitely what has changed the most since like when I started doing my makeup till now. They used to look really bad and I thought they looked really good. I feel like everyone can relate to that. I made them way too big, and I'm sure couple years from now I'll probably feel the same way about my eyebrows, but just in some different aspect. I'll be like, who let me do my eyebrows like that? I do feel like they're fine now, so maybe I won't feel that way, but yeah, I definitely feel that way about how I used to do them though. I'm like, oh my god, like my parents let me leave the house looking like that. So when I was in high school, I had a friend who got her eyebrows threaded, and I was like, oh, like your eyebrows look good. I want to do that because then my eyebrows will look better. The first time I did it, they looked fine. And then I went back a few months later to get them like touched up, and I was like, please just do the hair like around my eyebrows. Like I don't want my eyebrows to be any smaller. Like I just want them to be like, you know, when a hair kind of grows around it, like I just kind of wanted to get rid of that. She took my whole eyebrow, like it was so bad. I had used castor oil to like grow my eyebrows back. It took forever, and ever since then, I don't know if it's, I feel like it's not because of this, because I don't understand like how this would translate into this happening, but that's the only thing that's happened that's been different. Ever since then, my eyebrow hairs fall out like so easy now. Like I have to be careful doing my makeup or washing my makeup off because I don't know, or maybe that's normal and I just think it's not. I'll see videos of people like gluing their eyebrows down, like either people who do like drag makeup or something else, like just where they want to like redraw eyebrows that look different or whatever. If I did that, if I used glue on my eyebrows, I wouldn't have eyebrows afterwards. I think at that point I should just shave them off because I think my whole eyebrow would fall off if I tried washing that off. This is like my favorite thing I use for makeup. It's the ColourPop blush stick. Also, I have like so much product left and I've had this for a while, so I don't even know if they make this anymore. I would think they do. It looks so good. I try to use cream stuff because my skin kind of ends up looking dry sometimes. But I think it looks really nice, and they have like, you know, a lot of different shades for it. And it blends really easy on the skin. Like I said, I literally used to not use blush at all. I was like, no. I really like the look of it. I don't know if sometimes I put too much on, but it blends really easy. So sometimes I literally add more because I can't see it as much as I would like to. But like not a lot. I'll just do like, okay, a little there, little there, a little bit there. Like I don't apply the same amount, but I try to apply it. I'll like smile a little bit and I'll apply it around like the apples of my cheek, and then I'll bring it up. I used to use like a contour stick and I don't anymore. I feel like I kind of just contour with blush, if that makes any sense at all. Like, cause I just go at that point. I really like this product. It's probably like my absolute favorite. So I use that, and then I just use an e.l.f. powder. Most of the brushes I use are Real Technique ones. I used to think I used to apply too much powder, so I'll dip it, tap it off once, and then I just use that one thing all over my face. Because I think before I would keep dipping it because I'm like, oh, I should for each section of my face, right? No, that makes your face look so dry. So I just use like that much. I use a little bit of this Makeup Revolution matte blush. I use like the tiniest bit on my nose because I do want a little bit on there. Sometimes afterwards I'm like, I probably shouldn't have done that, but just blending some cream stuff on my nose, it tends to cling. I mean, it still looks a little dry after I put powder on. Sometimes I put a little bit more on. I like the blush look, but to each their own. I like bringing it up a little bit more, but yeah. Also, what I'm doing right now is pretty much what I do anytime I do my makeup. The only thing that sometimes is different is if I do something like extra with my eyes, if I do eyeshadow, or I'm not going to use this today. I think I might in a different video, but it's Glisten Cosmetics. You can like build your own, it's like water activated eyeliners. This is what I have. Sometimes I do something with that for fun. Like for Valentine's Day this year, I did some hearts on like the edge of my eye, and then I did like half of a heart in like the corner of my eye. Or one time I did like lily pads when I had this like frog look going on. They didn't really turn out the way I wanted them to, but I done stuff for her last Christmas. Like sometimes I'll do something a little bit like, you know, over on the edges of my eyes, but or sometimes I'll do a little bit of something with eyeshadow, but I don't do that normally. That's if I'm doing something like extra. I use the Morphe setting spray. I used to use this e.l.f. one, and I literally don't think it did anything at all. Probably gonna look stupid putting this on, but... So I put some of that on. Ooh, like inhaled that a little bit. I'll like try to dry it off just a tiny bit, and then I know you're not supposed to use makeup when it like expires or whatever. I hope this highlighter lasts me the rest of my life because I've never used a highlighter as good as this like ever, and I don't think they make it anymore, so I'm sorry. I don't know if you can see, probably not, but it's Makeup Revolution Triple Baked Highlighter. This one's called like Goddess of Faith. They had like 3 different shades for it for different like, you know, skin tones. This is like hands down the best highlighter I've ever used in my whole life. Like I always get compliments on it because it looks really good, or I think it does anyway. But I'll set my face and then do highlighter just to like give it a chance to shine a little bit more. And then I also like this because you can build it up. It's not like nothing like crazy intense or anything like that. And then I use this brush that I got at Walgreens a really long time ago. It's probably for eyeshadow, but I don't use it for that. It's like a more dense brush. I always put highlighter in the corners of my eyes, like this. And then I put it under my brow bone with the same brush. And then I also use it to go down the bridge of my nose. And again, things always look nice on the bridge of my nose. Like I'll just do this and I think that looks nice. And then I'm like, oh, time to put a little bit on the tip of my nose. And I always regret it because it looks bad, because it looks dry, but I don't want to not put it on because I feel like it's just part of what I'm like, what I do. So I don't know. So that's like a base of what I do. I have mascara. I use the brown, it's called like Brownie Points or something like that. It's a brown mascara from ColourPop. I don't think I can ever go back to using black mascara. Maybe no one else can tell the difference, but I can, because I feel like it looks less like so dark, I guess. I don't like mascara. I used to use it all the time. It does like bring the look in together if you have eyeshadow on, but if I don't have eyeshadow on, I just feel like it's too much. I also wear glasses, so I feel like you can't even see it. And then sometimes my like eyelashes touch my glasses frames and I hate that. And my eyes also get dry really easy, which is part of the reason why I don't normally wear contacts. So when I have mascara on, my eyes just feel so dry, so I just don't use it. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I should, but I like how it looks without it, so I think that's what counts. I have like a ton of different lip glosses. I do have like a plum one. My sister gave these to me, but one year for Christmas she got like a little like trio thing of these. I have a big one. So this is the difference in size between the mini one and the big one. But they're Sexy Mother Pucker from Soap and Glory. It's their lip glosses. They're supposed to like plump your lips. I think it's kind of like the, I forget what brand it is. I think it's Too Faced. Their lip injection one. I feel like these used to plump my lips, but they don't anymore, but that's okay. I also had chapstick on that I just put this on top of. I don't always do that, I just kind of forgot I had it on. But I exclusively use Burt's Bees chapstick. But yeah. In the past I have lined my lips. It's really embarrassing, but it literally stopped recording. I'm glad it stopped at the end. That would have sucked if I had like filmed that whole thing and it just stopped. See, I don't have glasses on, so I couldn't tell that it stopped. Like the camera was still up. I could see myself, it just stopped recording. But basically I was just talking about how I sometimes line my lips when I put lip gloss on. I don't always do that. Just sometimes, depending on what color it is. If it's more of like a natural color, I don't. But I do have this one from ColourPop. It's like a brownish color, so sometimes I'll use lip liner for that. I think I said this like whole thing that didn't get recorded about how I kind of want to go thrifting and then go get the stuff for the miso soup I'm planning on making. But I'm kind of nervous about like filming in public. I wouldn't like film myself, I would just like film what I'm getting or whatever. But I just have this like fear that I'm gonna get yelled at for some reason for like having a camera in a store. I don't really know how much like anyone would care, especially in the grocery store, but maybe in the thrift store. I don't know. I know I rambled a lot doing my makeup, but I feel like that would be weird if I just was sitting here and not saying anything. But also for the fit today, I have this like grandma looking sweater on that I got secondhand, these earrings that I made, and I just wore them today because they're purple. But I didn't even realize, like, okay, the buckets are purple, like the sand pail, but they have the little green shovels, which matches like the green on here. I'm also wearing Lumpy Space Princess socks that are the same shade of purple as this, so And then before, I'm wearing this bandana. But okay, I guess I'll see you next when I'm at a store. We'll see what store it is. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna shut this off. I don't know how to do it.